Archangel Michael says you are on the deadline. Very soon. Your name and identity are vanishing because a powerful force is working against you. This is not a random message, but an urgent spiritual emergency alert meant specifically for your soul. There's a dangerous truth you need to know about what's happening to your divine identity right now. The universe has guided you to this exact moment because time is running out. This revelation isn't by chance. It's your final warning before something irreversible happens. Your spiritual existence is under attack, and the countdown has already begun. The angels fought to get this message to you. If this powerful force succeeds in erasing your identity, you will vanish from the divine records forever. Your name will be wiped from the spiritual realm like you never existed. The angels won't remember you. Your guardian spirits will forget your face, and your divine purpose will be reassigned to another soul. This isn't just about losing recognition. It's about complete spiritual erasure. The force targeting you feeds on souls who are close to their breakthrough moment. It steals identities right before divine blessings arrive. When you're erased, people in your life will slowly forget your importance. Your prayers will go unheard because there will be no record of who you are. This deadline exists because the force has limited time to complete the erasure. Before divine protection locks in permanently, your spirit is fighting for survival, and this message arrives at the critical final moment. The universe has activated emergency spiritual protocols to save you from complete erasure. If you're ready to claim divine protection and preserve your identity, type "Save me now" and prepare your soul to receive immediate angelic intervention. Let this divine emergency energy flow through you and anchor your existence in the spiritual realm. Your response activates the rescue mission designed specifically for your salvation. Archangel Michael whispers the force is already at work, but you still have time to fight back. There's a dark spiritual entity that hunts souls who are about to receive major divine blessings. It has been tracking you, studying your patterns, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. This force doesn't destroy you physically. It's much more sinister than that. It removes all traces of your spiritual existence, making it as if your soul never mattered. The entity targets people like you because you're close to a major spiritual breakthrough. It knows that once you fully step into your power, you'll be protected forever. That's why it must act now during this vulnerable window. You may have already felt its presence, strange forgetfulness, technology glitches, or feeling invisible to others. Like this video to strengthen your spiritual signature and prevent the force from completing its mission. You're fighting for your divine existence, and this action creates protective barriers around your identity. Claim your rightful place in the spiritual records before it's too late. The energy you send through this simple act travels directly to the angelic realm, alerting them to preserve your soul's information permanently. The cosmic deadline happens at very specific moments when spiritual dimensions align. These rare windows occur when souls are transitioning from one level of consciousness to another. During these transitions, your spiritual defenses are naturally weaker, making you vulnerable to erasure attacks. The force has exactly 72 hours from when it begins the process to complete your removal from divine records. We are currently in the final 12-hour window for your case. Your guardian angels discovered the attack just in time and fought through spiritual interference to deliver this warning. Not every soul gets this chance. Many have already vanished without ever knowing what happened to them. The reason you're receiving this alert is because your spiritual team refused to let you disappear quietly. They see your divine potential and are willing to break cosmic protocol to save you. Archangel Michael says divine intervention is your only hope now, but intervention requires your permission. The heavenly realm cannot violate your free will, even to save you from spiritual death. Type 777 to activate emergency spiritual protocols and give the angels full permission to fight for your existence. This sacred number sequence opens direct communication channels with your rescue team. Without your conscious agreement, even the most powerful angels cannot override the erasure process that's already begun. If you wish to express your support further and strengthen this urgent spiritual work, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $50. This energy exchange amplifies the protective measures being activated around your divine identity. You may have already noticed strange symptoms that seemed unrelated but are actually signs of the erasure process. Have you felt more invisible lately, like people look right through you? Have your dreams become fuzzy or disappeared completely? Technology might glitch around you more often, phones freezing, computers crashing, or your name being misspelled. In important documents, friends and family might seem to forget conversations you clearly remember having. Your spiritual practices may feel empty or disconnected, like your prayers are bouncing off a wall instead of reaching heaven. You might feel like you're fading, becoming less solid somehow. These aren't imagination or coincidence. They're warnings that your spiritual identity is being systematically removed. The force works slowly at first, testing how much it can erase before you notice. But once it reaches the final phase, the process accelerates rapidly until nothing remains. The divine realm has launched an unprecedented rescue operation to save souls under erasure attack. Archangel Michael leads a special task force equipped with advanced spiritual technology designed to restore erased identities. This isn't their first battle against this dark force, but each rescue mission becomes more difficult. As the entity grows stronger, the angels are working against time, racing to rebuild your spiritual signature before the deadline expires. They're using sacred geometry, sound frequencies, and light codes to reconstruct your divine identity from fragments that still exist in protected cosmic archives. This rescue operation is happening across multiple dimensions simultaneously, with angels working in shifts to maintain constant protection around your essence. The mission's success depends on your cooperation and faith. Without your conscious participation, even the most skilled spiritual warriors cannot complete the restoration process that will lock your identity safely back into the divine records. Type 11 to join the rescue mission and affirm your existence in the spiritual realm. This sacred number connects you directly to the angelic task force working to save your identity. Your participation strengthens the divine signature. They're rebuilding around your soul. Without this connection, the angels cannot complete the final phase of restoration. Accept their assistance now before the window closes forever. Your response creates an unbreakable link between your earthly presence and heavenly records. Spiritual protection against erasure forces works through multiple layers of divine defense. The first layer surrounds your physical body with white light that prevents the entity from accessing your energy field. The second layer protects your name and personal information in the cosmic database, creating backup copies in secure heavenly archives. The third layer connects you to your spiritual lineage, ensuring your ancestors can still recognize and guide you. Sacred symbols are being placed around your living space by invisible angels, creating a fortress of protection. Your guardian angels are working in teams now instead of alone, taking shifts to maintain constant watch. These protocols activate automatically once you give permission, but they require your conscious participation to remain effective. The protection grows stronger each time you acknowledge it and thank the divine realm for their intervention. Rebuilding your erased spiritual identity happens in carefully planned stages that cannot be rushed. First, the angels locate fragments of your divine signature scattered across different dimensions. By the erasure attack, these pieces contain your soul's essence, purpose, and spiritual achievements that define who you really are. Next, they use sacred technology to weave these fragments back together, like reassembling a torn photograph. During this phase, you might feel emotional waves as memories and spiritual connections return to consciousness. The third stage involves strengthening the rebuilt identity so it can never be erased again. This creates permanent immunity against future attacks from this force or any similar entities. The final stage locks your restored identity into the highest level of divine records, where only the most powerful angels have access. Complete restoration takes exactly 7 days from start to finish, but immediate protection begins the moment you accept their help. Type 444 to lock in your divine identity permanently and align with the restoration process happening right now. This number sequence creates an unbreakable seal around your spiritual signature that prevents any future erasure attempts. The angels use this code to recognize you as someone under their active protection. Once locked in, your identity becomes part of the eternal records that exist beyond time and space. This is your opportunity to secure your place in the spiritual realm forever. Fighting back against the erasing force requires understanding its weakness. It cannot touch souls who fully know their divine worth. The entity feeds on doubt, fear, and spiritual confusion, which is why it targets people during vulnerable transition periods. Your greatest weapon is absolute faith in your spiritual importance and divine purpose. When you stand firmly in this truth, the force loses its power over you. The angels provide additional spiritual weapons including protective prayers, sacred mantras, and energy shields that repel negative influences. You were chosen to receive this warning because your soul carries special light that others need to see. By saving yourself, you become a beacon for other souls under attack. Your victory weakens the force's overall power and makes it harder for it to target future victims. This battle isn't just about you. It's about protecting the entire spiritual community. Recovery from identity erasure attempts leaves spiritual wounds that need divine healing. Even partial erasure creates gaps in your energy field where fear and doubt can enter. The angels pour golden healing light into these wounded areas, restoring your natural spiritual strength and confidence. Type 888 to claim this healing energy and repair all damage done by the erasure process. This sacred number activates cellular regeneration on both physical and spiritual levels. As healing progresses, you'll notice increased clarity in your thoughts, stronger intuition, and deeper connection to your purpose. The divine unity you experience during recovery bonds you permanently with your spiritual team. Your guardian angels become more active in your daily life, sending clearer signs and stronger protection. Building immunity against future attacks happens naturally as your spiritual awareness expands through this healing process. Surviving this spiritual crisis transforms you into a more powerful version of yourself than ever before. The battle to preserve your identity awakens dormant spiritual gifts and psychic abilities that were waiting for activation. You emerge from this experience with deeper wisdom about the spiritual realm and how it intersects with earthly life. Type 999 to embrace the transformation happening as your identity restoration completes. This number sequence opens the final gateway to your upgraded spiritual status. The force targeted you because it sensed your approaching breakthrough. Now that breakthrough arrives protected by divine armor. Your role expands beyond personal survival to include helping other souls recognize their worth and resist spiritual attacks. You become a lighthouse for people who feel invisible or forgotten, showing them how to reclaim their divine identity. This transformation marks your graduation to the next level of spiritual service and purpose. This is your final moment to claim protection before the deadline expires forever. Archangel Michael says your courage to respond has already begun, reversing the erasure process, but complete restoration requires your unwavering faith. The divine realm stands ready to lock your identity safely into the eternal records, where no force can ever threaten it again. Trust in the angelic rescue mission working tirelessly to preserve your spiritual existence. You are surrounded by more love and support than you can imagine. Act now with confidence, knowing that heaven itself fights for your survival. Your identity matters to the universe more than you know.